That's fantastic. Well, and you're not originally from Canada.
No.
You're from?
I'm from Romania.
Yeah. And how many years ago did you come to Toronto?
Over 10 years ago, I came to Toronto, and I traveled for the first couple of years for the Romanian community. So I'm here.
That's fantastic.
No.
And speaking of your abilities, your talents, you can sing in more octaves than most singers can. Is that correct?
When I hear a song or when I write a song, I don't worry about this is my range. I have to sing within this range. So whatever challenge comes my way, I take it and I use it to improve my voice.
Right. Well, that's a very humble way to explain it. So
no, that's
nice.
the truth.
Yeah, excellent.
Yes.
Well, we actually have a clip so we can show the audience what we're talking about. Wow. See what I'm talking about? She's being humble. Those are some, you were hitting some notes there, Angelica. So there's obviously some, ability, talent that you were born with, but then you also have to hone your skills. As a singer, do you also have to feel that you have to hone your skills as a songwriter as well?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that a struggle, writing songs?
It was in the beginning. I never had the confidence that I can write music up until a few years ago when I started writing for my first album. And actually the only way that I could trick myself into writing a song was because I always loved just writing about all that came to my mind. So what I did, I took each story and I pulled out the essence and I transformed it into lyrics, and then the melody just came to me. So that's kind of how I tricked myself into writing music, because I could not write music before. And I was trying the conventional way, you know how most composers write music, lyrics and music at the same time, and it didn't work for me.
Wow, okay. And speaking of that, you have a very inspiring story yourself, your background, how you've gotten to where you are now, from Romania to here in Toronto, and how your life has changed throughout the way. Can you give us a brief idea of what has gone on in your life?
Well, the reason why that whole thing happened is because, again, my dream got bigger. As soon as I came here, I saw the possibilities, and I started to compare. At the same time, that was a huge challenge for me because I didn't know English at the time. The standard here in music and what's expected of singers here is pretty high. So it took me years to develop that, to learn how to speak English and how to train my voice almost daily. I don't like to victimize myself, but I am proud of the fact that I kept pushing, and I will keep pressing still. This is my passion, and this is the message that I have in my album and my book, that whatever your passion is, you should just go for it, because it's not worth living your life if you don't at least make it a hobby.
Yeah, right. And speaking of that album, we have it here, and it's actually very unique in that the album comes with a book that gives the audience a visual representation to the story as well.
That's how I wrote my songs.
Oh, that's really?
Yes, I took the essence of each story that I wrote over the years and I transformed it into lyrics.
Yeah.
And at the end, I felt so bad for my stories that I wrote for so many years, and I just decided to put them into a book form. So every song on the CD has its own story in the book. Also, I added a biography and another chapter, an epilogue, so people know where I'm coming from. I have a little bit of experience when it comes to, life challenges, and some people might say, okay, you're right about anything is possible. What do you know? Well, I know. Right. A little bit.
Why was it important for you to accompany the album with a book, a visual as well?
Because it gives people a more in-depth story about the songs. For example, the song "Feel the Feeling" might be a little bit ambiguous, might sound a bit ambiguous. Feel the feeling. Yeah. So you read the story and you know what I mean. Okay. Yeah. That's
interesting. And I guess. And this might be one of the reasons as well, is that in the world, the digital age that we're living in, where everything is downloadable, the novelty of having an album and having, the things that go along with owning an album, it's kind of becoming a lost art to have that tangible
It's so interesting that
object.
ever since I released it, everybody tells me that I didn't even think about that
Really?
before.
Yeah.
No.
Because that's something that, with just being able to download off of iTunes or MP3s off the internet, you're not getting, the keepsakes that you might have gotten in the past.
Yes.
So
yeah.
that's a nice, that's another good reason for it. What's going on with you? Anything upcoming?
Yes, this next month in January, we're gonna organize a tour. It's a CD and book signing and performance tour. The CD and the book are now available for order at Chapters and Indigos in Canada.
Great.
And we are going to have a tour in most retail stores, Chapters. In Toronto, we'll start with Toronto GTA area.
Wow.
And we're also planning on a CD and book release, hopefully at the end of January, beginning of February. Everything will be posted on my website.
Amazing.
The dates.
Well, Angelica will be keeping an eye out for you, and our ears open.
Thank you
Thanks
so
very much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And for more information, you can go to www.imangelica.com. And when we come back, Alana will be in the kitchen cooking with Meza on 2. Stay tuned.